So if you're looking to start up an LLC in Miami, then this video is for you. We'll be going through everything that you need to know about setting up a Miami LLC, as well as how you can set one up in under 10 minutes. So on the left is an overview of the 5 main steps when it comes to forming an LLC in Miami. We're going to be going through each one of these in detail so that you will know exactly what to do. Now, before we dive in, let me highlight why Miami is an excellent place to form your LLC. First, Florida has no state income tax, which means that more money stays in your business. Second, Miami offers incredible networking opportunities with a thriving international business community. And third, Florida has relatively affordable filing fees compared to many other business-friendly states. So, step 1 is to name your LLC. There are some rules when it comes to naming your LLC in Miami. You must have a limited liability company or LLC or a similar designation like that at the end of your name. Now, whatever name you do choose also cannot cause any confusion with a government agency, which makes a lot of sense, right? And the name must be distinctive and original. Now, if you do want to do a free name search, then you can use the link down below and you will be able to see whether or not the name that you want is available right now. Now, if you do want to just make this whole process a lot more simple, then I would recommend using something like LegalZoom. This is an online platform that basically helps you set up your LLC for you for a small fee. I've used them personally to set up multiple business entities, and they have been nothing but amazing. So, that link is going to be down in the description below. And if you actually want to skip forward to the parts of the video where I'm going to take you through step by step through their entire platform, then you can click on the timestamp below as well. So, step number 2 is to find a registered agent. A registered agent is a person or a business that is going to help you receive and send significant legal documents to and from the government on your behalf. So, in case you get sued or the state needs to contact you, they are going to contact you through your registered agent. So, who can be a registered agent? Well, they must be an individual living in Florida, or they must be an entity who is allowed to conduct business in Florida. They also must have a physical address in Florida, and they must be on site and available to accept documents during regular business hours. Now, if you do use LegalZoom, they will actually provide this service to you for a reasonable fee. That definitely is an added bonus that you should definitely consider. Okay, so step 3 is to actually file your LLC articles of organization. This is going to include the LLC's name, the registered agent's name and address, the purpose of your LLC formation, effective date of filing, management structure, so who are the actual managers of this company, and also a bunch of other really important information. Now, when it comes to the process of doing this, there are forms that you will need to know and to fill out. In Florida, you will need to complete and file the Articles of Organization within Florida Division of Corporations. The filing fee for this form is $125 at the time of this recording, and that is a mandatory fee. Most of you watching this video will probably be filing this form. But if you do have a foreign LLC and you pretty much just want to do business inside of Florida, then that is going to be a different form. That's going to be an application for authorization to transact business in Florida form. And that fee is a bit more expensive at $150. Now, to actually file your articles of organization in Miami, there are a few different ways that you can do this. The first is you file online through the Florida Department of State website. So if you want to learn more, the link to that is going to be right there down in the description as well. You can also file it by mail, so you can find a copy of the form and more info on how you can fill it out at that same website. Step number 4 is to get an LLC EIN. This is also known as your federal tax identification number. Think of it as a social security card for your business, and this is going to allow the IRS to identify and keep track of your business's tax status. So you will need this number to open up a business bank account, file and manage your federal and state taxes, as well as hire employees. And this is very easy. You'll simply fill out a form online, and we will link to that down below as well. So step number 5 is to create an LLC operating agreement. This is not required in Florida, but it is still good to have one. If you have multiple owners for your LLC, then this is going to help you structure the financial relationships of each owner. And it's going to really tell everybody what the business is really about and what they can expect from the company. It's also going to include information about ownership, members' rights and responsibilities, joining and leaving rules, as well as rules for dissolution. And then after you form your LLC, there are a few things that you will need to know, and we are going to cover those really quickly right now. The first is that you definitely want to keep your business and personal assets separate. If you don't do this, then you are going to pierce the corporate veil, and when that happens, if people actually sue your company, then they can come after your personal assets rather than just the business assets, which we don't want that, right? So to remedy this, you are definitely going to need a business checking account. You're going to need business credit card, and also to hire an accountant. You also may need to get business insurance, but I'm not going to cover that in this video because it is going to depend on your business type. But just keep that in mind. Now, you will also probably want a business website. So be prepared to work on this, or you can just hire somebody to do it for you. But if you do want to do it yourself, then we will leave some resources down below so that you can actually build it by yourself. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, if you don't want to deal with any of this stuff yourself, then I highly recommend LegalZoom. They make it super easy and they save you a ton of hassle. Let me walk you through it because it only takes 3 to 5 minutes. Click the exclusive discount link for LegalZoom down in the description. Then when you're on the website, click on the button to get started. You will be asked what type of business you're starting and in what state. So we're just going to select LLC and the state that you're starting your LLC in. Next, you are going to be asked to name your company, the purpose of your business, and the business address. All you need to do now is type in the members of the LLC, give your contact information, and select if there is any additional things that you would like LegalZoom to take care of, like getting your EIN or setting up a trademark. Once you've done all that, all you need to do is submit your payment and you're done. LegalZoom will take care of the rest for you. It saves you so much time, so much hassle, and it only takes 3 to 5 minutes to fill everything in. That is why I highly recommend it to everybody that I know, because it makes starting your LLC a whole lot easier. Again, that exclusive discount link for LegalZoom is down below. Click it to get started in just a few minutes. Anyway, that is basically how you set up an LLC in Miami. All the resources that we talked about in this video are going to be down in the description below. And yeah, I really hope that this video was helpful. If you got some value out of this video, please make sure to share it with a friend and also subscribe for more content. This whole channel is dedicated to giving you free guides and free tutorials, helping you to start up your business. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.